Welcome to the Dawgs Core 4 Plus 14 interview series, a chance for us to celebrate the newest addition to Seaman Stadium in Okotoks with some of the original members of that Dawgs youth program. My name is Joe McFarland, and I'm the co-creator and co-contributor of Alberta Dugout Stories, and it's my pleasure to be here to serve as moderator of sorts for these conversations. Over the next few weeks, we'll be sharing some of the stories of that original team and how they paved the way for what now exists at Dawgs Baseball Academy, as well as the Seaman Stadium complex. Built at the stadium over the last few months has been the new Core 4 Plus 14 corner. The expansion includes hospitality patios, a new front row seat experience in left field, a visitors clubhouse, and more. It also features a tribute to the original Dawgs youth team dating back to 1996 with this mural. Now, among those original members is Emerson Frostad. Through the Dawgs, he was able to get a scholarship to Lewis Clark State, where he's part of an NAIA championship squad. He also caught the attention of the Texas Rangers, who drafted him in the 13th round of the 2003 MLB draft. He would spend 8 seasons in the minors, getting as far as AAA, and he would also represent Canada at the 2008 Olympics. After baseball, he went back to school at Arizona State University and is now a corporate lawyer at Bennett Jones in Calgary. Welcome, Emerson, and thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
We are here to talk about the newest addition to Seaman Stadium, but I want to start off with your history and talk a little bit about your beginnings with that initial Dawgs youth team. Tell us a little bit about what you remember most of those days.
Honestly, the most I remember is just how much we love playing baseball. Like we all, well, the original Dawgs mostly started out of Cal West, and we would practice once or twice a week. We would play a couple games here and there, and all of a sudden the season would be over. And, we would be staying after practice and hitting grounders to each other, playing catch, basically the typical kids that just love baseball, which is, at least at the time, was pretty rare for Calgary. So to have all of us together that just wanted that extra bit and wanted to play more, it was so special. We had that bond right away where, most of us went to different schools in Calgary, and, we didn't live right next door to each other for the most part. So we had this bond over baseball that really brought us together, and it changed my childhood really for the better. It was an incredible experience, and really remember just bonding on the baseball field and our dad seeing that and starting the Dawgs program, and John especially, and giving us the opportunity to get what we needed and be able to play more is really what we wanted to do.
Any favorite memories or stories you'd like to share from your days with the Dawgs?
Yeah, I mean, thinking back, I think it was our first or second trip to BC, and Vince and Matt were both on the team at the time, and brothers have their battles, and John driving down the highway, raining blows on the back seat as he was driving down the highway, trying to settle them down. I knew right away that just seeing Matt and Vince, how competitive they were, and what they brought to the field, and Jim and Cam McLeod, and all the original guys that came together. We were just all so competitive, and whether it was playing basketball out at spring training and in Oliver, BC, where we would go in March early in the year, or baseball, or a street hockey game, whatever the case may be, we were super competitive, and it came to blows a few times here and there between the players, and that was all good. We were like brothers fighting, but once it came down to the games, we always had each other's backs. But just to get that competitive spirit was amazing for me, because I'm the same way, maybe mild mannered, but once the lights go on, it's go time.
I know that hindsight is 2020, obviously, but I'm curious from your standpoint as you look back on those days, what was it like being a part of something that sort of set the wheels in motion on something that became so much bigger than what it was back then?
Yeah, at the time, we reminisce, obviously, when we get together at the banquet and other things. At the time, we were practicing on soccer fields, and trying not to break our ankles and go for holes, things like that. Like, we really started from nothing, and we just wanted to play more. That's all we wanted, and it evolved into this amazing thing, thanks to John and so many other people, and people that have donated their time and money to grow the facility and the program to what it is now. But we never ever thought at the time that it would become what it is now. We just wanted a place to play. We couldn't even find a field. So to see what it's grown into is really incredible.
And obviously, it served as a bit of a springboard for you and so many of your teammates as well. You went to Lewis Clark State College, amongst others. Talk a little bit about your college career and some of the highlights you had from that.
Yeah, definitely. It was tough. Most of us had offers, but not multiple offers, and for the most part, it was to smaller U.S. schools. There just wasn't the exposure or internet and video and all the tools that kids have now, and are taking advantage of from Canada, which is amazing to see. But we just didn't have that back then, so we took what we got. Really, I think I had two offers out of high school, and Lewis Clark State was a great fit for me. Coach Ed Sheff was a legend down there. I think he won 14 or 15 national championships, something like that, before he retired. So he was huge in my development, and to be able to get down there, we won 2 NAIA championships while I was there out of my 3 years, and it was a hard-nosed, old-school type program. We had to earn our playing time. We bare knuckle boxing and things like this. Like we were he was definitely an old school guy. We played shirts and skins, no rules basketball in the gym. Guys were dislocating shoulders and bloodied noses and things like that. But it goes back to that competitive spirit. It really brings out the best in you to have each other's backs, and that you've been through the battles together, and once it comes to game time, it brings out the best in you, and nothing can surprise you at that point. So that was an incredible experience to go there. I think I was 165 pounds when I got there, and almost 220 when I left. So it was a skinny 17-year-old, and then was fortunate enough to get drafted out of there. But those 3 years were incredible for my development, both physically and on the field.
Talk a little bit about being drafted, Texas Rangers, 13th round, 2003, and obviously getting to move your way up through the ranks there, also getting to represent Canada at a number of different events as well. I mean, you had a pretty great career.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. It's pretty cool to look back on now. At the time, you have that goal of playing the best you can every day and trying to get to the next level in the minor leagues, and hopefully one day make the major leagues. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, but got pretty close and was able to accomplish some pretty cool things. Played in AAA for a while and got to go to the Olympics and a few other tournaments with Team Canada. So yeah, it was incredible. It was such a unique experience to be able to represent your country. The dream when we were playing on the Dawgs was to make it to the big leagues, and to have that other avenue that was so rewarding, and some of my best memories was kind of unexpected, and it was such a cool experience to have another kind of Baseball Canada family on top of the Dawgs family, because that's a pretty tight group. Greg Hamilton does a great job of bringing the best type of people together as well as the best players, and he's done an incredible job guiding Baseball Canada, and it's such a cool alumni to be a part of. And my time with the Rangers organization and the Astros organization as well, although that part was brief with the Astros anyways, was so fun. You get to go to spring training and train with the major league guys pretty early on. They immerse you in that, at least with those organizations they did, pretty quickly, and you get to learn from those guys and see how they work and see how they develop, and you get an amazing exposure to the best in the game of baseball, and that was more than I could ever ask for.
What did you take away from your baseball career that you were able to bring into your present day life of being a lawyer?
Yeah, that's a good question. I guess I go back to the competitive spirit. I think that drives me in almost everything I do. It's a different competition for sure. Being a lawyer, it's not beat the other team. It's more like, can we do the best job possible? Can we provide the best results for our client possible? That kind of thing. So it's a big change in mindset as far as being competitive. You're not out there to win the game per se, but that competitive spirit of trying to do the best job. And being a lawyer surprisingly has a lot of teamwork involved. I thought people may think it's more of an individual profession, but at least where I'm working, it's a very much a team effort. So I'm fairly used to that setting. So that's helped out a lot.
Talk a little bit about what your message would be to Dawgs players now as they kind of look upon what the program is now compared to what it was then, and some of the messages that you have for them as they go about their journeys.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so much has changed in the game now. There's so much more technology and things available. Like I said earlier, we were just looking for a field to play on, and now they have multiple beautiful fields, indoor facility, weight training, all that's built in. There's really no excuses to not be your best and not put in the work. Just be ready to work, and amazing things can happen in this game. It can take you a lot of cool places. Never thought I'd play baseball in Australia or China or Sweden, things like that. Like, there's so many opportunities out there, and you really just have to take advantage of it. Being from Canada is not, the big hurdle that it used to be. You can send videos via email in a second and get your name out there, and there's so many tools that are available. And really, the Dawgs program is one of the best around, regardless of Canada, anywhere in North America for facilities. So you just got to take this amazing opportunity that they've been given and really put in the work, and anything's possible.
And you mentioned as well that you get to reminisce with some of your old teammates as well. I mean, that's got to be an aspect of it, is being able to enjoy the camaraderie that you gain from that experience.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we don't all keep in touch, on a daily or regular basis, but as soon as we see each other, whether it be at the banquet or at any other events or downtown Calgary, whatever the case may be, it's like it really is a brotherhood. It's a fraternity that will never go away. Those are always be my brothers. That kind of thing. It sounds cheesy, but it's so true, because we went through all those experiences together, and we were part of the start of something so special. It's a big source of pride for me, definitely, to be part of the original Dawgs crew, and just so thankful for what John and all the rest of our dads did and built together, and to see what it's become now it's incredible. And the original teams we were so close. We traveled so much because there was not as much baseball in Calgary available, and we wanted to play and travel and play against the best teams. So we were on the road a lot in the hotels together. We bonded, and we have so many unique experiences that you may not have with people otherwise.
And we're here to celebrate, obviously, that original group. The new Core 4 plus 14 corner at Seaman Stadium is going to be open to the public soon. And as one of those core players, what does it mean to you to be recognized and honored in this way alongside your teammates from that squad?
Yeah, it means a lot. It's a chance for us to reflect on how far the program has come, and all of us are done playing now. Jim was obviously the last one, and our careers have come to an end, and it really seems like so long ago. So it's such a cool opportunity to reminisce on where we came and how much we accomplished as a group, not just as individuals. I mean, so many people on that team played college baseball and have gone on to have incredibly successful careers in other ventures. I mean, Vince has done incredibly well. Jim's coaching now and moving up the ranks very quickly, and Matthew as well has a very successful career. So it's great to see how well people are doing outside of baseball as well.
It's been wonderful to catch up with you, Emerson. Thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully we get to see you down at the ballpark, and maybe even in the new corner as well.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see it. I can't wait. Thanks so much for having me.
And thanks so much to all of you for checking out this conversation. We have a few more on the way, so make sure you follow the Dawgs on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for all the latest updates. Before we go, it was also recently announced that the Dawgs will be hosting the 2021 Western Canadian Baseball League All-Star Game on July 24th. The new Core 4 plus 14 corner will be a centerpiece for that event as well. Head to dogsbaseball.ca for more. We'll see you next time here on Dawgs TV.